Welcome to MGC Learning. Students, today I'm going to teach you the subject Bookkeeping and Accountancy, and the topic name is Final Accounts. Come on, without wasting our time, let's start reading the problem, understand the problem and then start doing it. From the following transaction of Meera and Mahadev, prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet as on that day. Again, I'll repeat the same thing which I'm repeating every day for the same problem. Trading means factory related expenses. Profit and loss means selling related expenses which are required for selling of a product. It comes in profit and loss account. And balance sheet is a statement where assets and liabilities of business are recorded. On this three part, depending on the trading, profit and loss and balance sheet, you will be dividing the trial balance into the different forms. See, I've already done it. What I have done it, I've divided my trial balance. I'm just written which item will come there so that it's become very easier for me to just copy it in the answer sheet. Stock is trading, debtors is balance sheet, bill receivable balance sheet, purchase obviously trading, return is a purchase return which will be less from the purchase. Now see, this time we have carriage inward and carriage outward. Carriage inward is the expenses which we give for the purchase of the goods, and carriage outward is the expenses which we give for the sale of a goods. Are you getting me? So carriage inward come in trading account, carriage outward come in profit and loss account, and only carriage comes in trading account. Motor vehicle is balance sheet, it is an asset. General expenses, export duty, export I told you it is on the sales. Advertisement, all profit and loss account. Printing and stationery, profit and loss account. Drawings to capital account. Leasehold premises, cash and bank and furniture are all assets, so they comes in balance sheet. Now we'll come to the credit side. What are the credit side you are having? You are having bank overdraft, obviously liability, bills payable liability, creditors liability. So all this thing will come in balance sheet liability side. Sales is coming in trading account. Outstanding rent and unpaid. Unpaid wages means outstanding only. So this both the ways are liabilities which comes in balance sheet. Capital balance will come in balance account. Purchase return minus from purchase. Okay. Chalo. Closing stock. I told you that every time the closing stock is going to come. Are you getting me? So closing stock to effect trading account credit side, balance sheet asset side. Provident for doubtful debt directly given is 2% less from debtors, and second effect in balance sheet. One is in balance sheet, second is profit and loss. Create reserve for discount on debtors. Many a time we give discount to our customer, so this reserve is created for that. Obviously that will be minusing from the debtors. This will be the last effect. From debtors you will minus bad debt, minus RDD, and then whatever amount is returned you will be removing that. And second expenses, discount given is an expense, so profit and loss account debit side. Freehold premises is valued for 1 lakh. Obviously what is the old value? 1,10,000, new value is 10,000. 1 lakh, so 10,000 is depreciation. Outstanding printing and stationery. Yes, outstanding printing and stationery figure is missing. It is 500 rupees. Okay, students. Outstanding printing and stationery is 500 rupees. Chalo, let's start doing the problem now. First, posting of an account. So let's start with posting. Yeah, first item is always on the trading account credit side to stock. How much is the stock? 25,000. Okay, so value of stock is 25,000. Debtors, bills receivable, both balance sheet item 80,500 and 10,000. So both balance sheet items. So what are the two balance sheet item? Debtors Yes, what is debtors? 80,500, and we have seen there are two adjustments. So 1, 2, 3 because after line, and then you're going to write it. Second is bill receivable. Yes, bill receivable is 10,000. No adjustment directly in a outer column. Trial balance have one effect, only one time. Purchase 2,08,500, purchase return 1,000, and carriage inward. All three are trading accounts. So we are going to write all three in the trading account. Purchase, sales return and carriage inward. Okay students, chalo fast. After that it's here to purchase So purchase, how much is the purchase? Yes, 2,08,500. Second item was sales return. So you're going to write here by sales less return. Yes, how much was the sales return? 1,000. And then you had carriage inward. So 2 carriage inward. Yes, no adjustment, so directly in our outer column 3,000. Okay, so we'll check it whether we have written it properly or no, because three items. So what was that? 2,08,000, 1,000, 3,000. Okay, carriage outward 4,500, that will go in profit and loss account. Okay, so to carriage outward. Yes, no adjustment, directly outer column 4,500. Yes, we have completed till here. Now motor vehicle will come in balance sheet. No adjustment, directly in a outer column. So balance sheet, you have motor vehicle. Yes, what was the amount of motor vehicle? It was 55,000. So motor vehicle 55,000. Okay students, now let's go ahead. After motive, general expense, export duty and advertisement, all in profit and loss account. Even printing and stationery in profit and loss account. Printing and stationery and advertising having an adjustment, both are not having it. General expense 1,800, export 900, advertising 4,800, and printing and stationery 1,200. So yes, so you're going to write in profit and loss account. Yes, to general expenses. Yes, so to general expenses, what was the general expenses amount? 1,800. And then you had export duty, which was 900. So you'll write here to export duty, which was 900. And then you had advertising, yes, you had advertisement, which was 4,800. Yes, advertisement was 4,800. It has an adjustment. Then you had printing and stationery. Printing and stationery, which also has an adjustment, so you'll read 1200. Okay, now see, carriage out, yes, 1900, 4000 and this much. Okay, now capital account you having 3500 and 2000. So capital account may you are going to write two drawings. Two drawings. Yes. What was the drawings? It was 3500 and 2000 and 2000. Okay, students. Then you have free leasehold property, cash at bank and furniture. Leasehold property have an adjustment. Cash and bank do not have. So leasehold property was 1,10,000, cash at bank 45,000, furniture was 4,300, 8,300. Yes. Motor vehicle over leasehold premises has an adjustment. Yes, leasehold premises have an adjustment. So 1,10,000, and then you after that it was for cash at bank. No adjustment, directly in a outer column 45,000. Then you had furniture, this time in furniture no adjustment, so directly in a outer column. Yes, it was 8,300. So we'll check the figures also before going ahead. Yes, 1,1000, 45,000 and 8,300. Okay, come on, let's go ahead. Now we'll go in the liability side. Yes, liability side is bank overdraft 5,000, bills payable 12,500, creditors 68,000. No adjustment. All the items directly comes in the liability side. So it was bank overdraft. Yes, bank overdraft was 5,000. No adjustment. You had bills payable. No adjustment, directly in outer column 12,500. And then you had creditors. No adjustment, directly in outer column 68,000. Okay, students, now see here. Okay, 68,000. Then we will do this two also. We'll see sales later on. Rent, outstanding rent and unpaid wages again in liability side. So you'll write here outstanding rent. Yes, well, how much is the outstanding rent? Outstanding rent is 2,000. And the second was unpaid wages, which was 1,500. So unpaid wages, which was 1,500. Okay. Yes, unpaid wages and all. Now you have sales 3,25,000 and purchase return 1,000. Both trading account items. So sales we have already written. So we'll directly write the figure. It is 3,25,000 and less return. Return is how much? 1,000. Yes. How much is the return? The return is 1,000. Okay, students. So sales we have done, returns we have done. So the students, only last posting which is remaining is of the partners capital. This partners capital will go in partners capital right here by balance brought down. Yes, what is the amount of both the partners? Let's see. It is 75,000 and 75,000. So you'll write here 75,000 and 75,000. Okay. So by this we have completed the posting of all the trial balance items. Now can you see here in advertising there is an hidden adjustment. When something is written in the bracket in a trial balance, it is called as hidden adjustment. What is it saying? For 3 years. See, this 4,800 expenses we have done it for the 3 years starting from 1st October 2018. So October, November, December, January, February, March. So for us, it is only 6 months. For coming financial year, we are using it for only for 6 months. So what you can do, 4,800 divide by 3. You get per month, per year is 1,600. You can divide it by 2, so you get 800. So only 800 is the advertising expenses which is there for the current year. Remaining all is for the next financial year or after that. So you will write here less. Yes, you have paid in advance. So we call it advance is prepaid. Okay. So how much is the current year is 800. So 800 minus is, so this becomes 4,000. So your prepaid is 4,000. Are you getting me? This is an expenses which you have done for 3 years. Remember it. The second adjustment comes in. It's an asset. So you'll write here prepaid advertisement. Okay. So what is the amount of prepaid of advertisement? Yes. Yes, what is an prepaid advertising is 4,000. Okay, students. So you always remember to do this thing. Okay, chalo. Now we'll start with the adjustment. Closing stock. Every time we have become very expert in doing that. Balance sheet, asset side, and trading account, credits side. So you'll write here. We are there already here, so we'll write here only. Closing stock. Yes, how much is the closing stock? 32,000. Second effect, balance, profit and trading account, credit side. By closing stock. Yes, how much? 32,000. Okay, students? Chalo, let's go ahead. Provide for bad debts 2,000 and also reserve for discount on debtors 3%. Other no more expenses are there. So we'll do both these items simultaneously from the debtors. Okay. So first item is less bad debts from debtors. We write here less reserve for doubtful debts. So RDD is how much? 2,000. So when you minus this, you get 78,500. And then they have told you less reserve for discount. Okay, it is 3%. So 3% is how much? Tell me. It is 78,500 into 3%. So, oh God, 78,500 into 3%. That comes to 2,355. So here you will have 2,355, and whatever the difference will come here. So what is the difference? 78,500 minus 2,355. So it is coming to 76,145. So here it is 76,145. Now two effect of this will come in profit and loss account. See, one is new RDD which is 2,000. So you'll write here new RDD 2,000. Okay, students. And then this will be separately written. We will be writing here to reserve for discount. Okay, How much is the reserve for discount? We have calculated 2355. You got it? This was the adjustment which has come for the first time. Okay. Then what is here is leasehold property is 1,10,000 and outstanding printing and stationery is 500. Okay, I have already told you. See, your leasehold property was how much? 1,10,000, yet is 1 lakh. That means 10,000 is a depreciation, and outstanding printing and stationery, मतलब you will be adding in profit and loss account. Okay, we are already there in profit and loss account, so we can do here add. Yes, add outstanding. Am I correct? It's outstanding. Yes, stock, what it is? It is outstanding expenses. So you'll write a add yes, outstanding. Where is that? Yes, add outstanding is how much? 500. So this comes to 1,700. Okay, students. And then you have to depreciation on leasehold. Okay. So depreciation on leasehold premises. So that is 10,000. I told you the difference. Okay. The second effect of both the items will come in profit and balance sheet. Here it is less less depreciation. See, the new value is 1 lakh. So the difference comes to 10,000. So we have already done that entry, and here it was 1 outstanding printing and stationery. Okay, it is how much? 500. Outstanding printing and stationery rupees 500. So by this we have completed full adjustments also. Now let's start doing the favorite part of final accounts, that is totaling. Let's start doing the totaling. First, totaling of trading account. Okay, chalo, fast we'll do it. So this was 3,25,000. So 3,25,000 minus 1,000 comes to 3,24,000. Yes, here it is 2,07,500, because 2,08,000 minus 1,000 is 2,07,000. Let's do the totaling it fast. Okay, 25,000 plus 2,07,500 plus 3,000. So what is your totaling? 2,35,500. So I'll write it in a pencil here, 2,35,500. Have I written it correctly? Yes, 23,550. Correct. And here it is how much? 3,24,000 plus 32,000. So this comes to 3,56,000. So here you are getting 3,56,000. Obviously 3,56,000 is bigger than this. So it is 3,56,000. Here also 3,56,000, and then you're going to write here 2 gross profit carried down. Okay, students. Carried down. So what is the difference? Tell me. Yes, 33,560 minus 233,500. Yeah, what is the difference? The difference comes to 1,20,000. Yes, the difference is how much? 1,20,500. So difference is 1,20,500. You'll rub this as every time I'm telling you this thing. This is only we are writing because we want to know which side is bigger, debit side or a credit side. Okay, so 1,20,500 is my profit. So I'm going to write my profit here. It is by gross profit brought down 1,20,500. Now we will be going, now see here 0, again 0. So everything you add you get 2,000, again 0. So your amount is here 2,000. Now you'll be doing the totaling of your credit side, debit side. Chalo, this time, okay, we can do it in the one page only. Fatafat we'll do it. 2,000 plus 4,500 plus 1,800 plus 900 plus 800 plus 1,700 plus 2,335 plus 10,000. So the totaling is coming to how much? 24,055. And what is the totaling of year? Here it is 1,20,500 because nothing was there on the credit side. So obviously, what is a bigger amount? Obviously, my bigger amount is 1,20,500. So here also 1,20,500. So 1,20,500 minus 1,20,500 minus 24,055. So answer is coming to 96,455. 96,455. This belongs to my both the partners, so it is to capital account. Okay, I'll rub this. Always I say that. Please remember to rub it. Don't keep in the examination and come. So who are my two partners? My two partners are Meera and Madhav. Yes, Meera and Madhav. What is the profit sharing ratio, students? Is any profit sharing ratio given to you? The problem is silent with the profit sharing ratio. So when the problem is silent with the profit sharing ratio, to remember it, it is always equally. So equally means divide by 2. So that comes to one person will get 3 rupees, one person will get 42 rupees. So 48,000 to 3, I'm giving this person 1 rupees extra, 48,000 to 222. Okay. Now this will go in partners capital account. So it will be here by profit and loss account. Okay. So both the partners are getting equally 48,223, 48,222. Okay. Now totaling of this. Now both are almost having the same example. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. And this person will get 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, this 222. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay, now here also the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And here 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Now you're going to minus it, student. You can do minusing it by yourself. You will get answer 1, 2, 1. Yes, 2, 2, 2. And same way it will come here. It is 119723. Okay, so this is to balance carried down. Okay, students. So this you will be taking it to the balance sheet. Yeah, it's in the balance sheet side. It is 119,7223, and here 121,222. The totaling of both the partners is 240,945. Now you will be doing the totaling of balance sheet, and it will 100% tally. I'll tell you the balance sheet total. Now what is remaining? Only the totaling part of it. Okay, students, so we'll do the totaling of it. 240945 plus 5000 plus 12,500 plus 68,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,500 plus 500. So this comes to 330445. So 330. Now what is the totaling? 330445. Okay, now let's check the totaling of your asset side also. So 76145 plus 10,000 plus 55,000 plus 1 lakh plus 45,000 plus 8,300 plus 4,000 plus 32,000. So that is also same. It is 330,445. So 330,445. Okay, students. So by this way, you have to solve your final accounts. Again, I'm repeating, this comes for in the examination for 15 marks. So students, please practice it. I think this is a very good topic. Everyone will enjoy doing it. Okay, chalo, have a good day. Enjoy. Take care.